The congressional race is around the corner. Do you know who you are voting for?
We'll take a look at the new texting and driving ban Tucson city officials recently voted on.
More voting is coming your way, but this specific election is for our own student body. All this on tonight's edition of Wildcast.
This is Wildcast.
Good evening. Welcome back to another edition of Wildcast. I'm Lexi Suter.
And I'm Marlena Hamilton. The congressional race is already starting here in Tucson. In April, there will be a primary for Congressional District 8, which is considered a special election. Why is it a special election? Wildcast reporter Becca Brookman tells us just what is going on in this year's congressional race.
This past week marked the deadline for those individuals interested in running for the special elections in Arizona's 8th Congressional District to declare their candidacy. Some candidates include Ron Barber, Jesse Kelly, Frank Antonori, and Dave Stinton.
It's important to vote specifically in the congressional race because your congressman has your best interests at heart. He knows the issues that are affecting your area personally, and voting for your congressman really helps make sure that those issues are looked at in Congress and are addressed.
As a result of the tragic event that occurred last January, Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords has been forced to resign from office temporarily. As the community of Tucson is deeply saddened by this turn of events, they are hopeful that someone equally qualified will be able to fill her position.
Responsibility of someone more local like Abby Gifford, someone more local at the state level or even in the House of Representatives or something like that, is that they're really representing you in your district. It's more specific to your area as opposed to, for example, a president or something like that where they have to be nationwide. So it's really their duty, and it's a good thing to have them here because they spend, every single weekend they come back here, they live in the district, they understand the district, and that way they can properly represent us at the national level.
The city of Tucson will host a special election this June that will determine who will fill in for the remaining time that Representative Gabrielle Giffords was supposed to serve. The likely favorite at this point is Ron Barber, Congresswoman Giffords' State District Director. Reporting for Wildcast, I'm Becca Brookman.
The general election will happen on June 12th for Giffords' seat in District 8. Ron Barber, who is taking the Democratic side, and the Republican who wins the primary in April will run against each other. Whoever is elected on June 12th will represent Arizona's 8th district until the election in November, when the new congressional districts will take effect.
Texting and driving is an issue that was just brought forward here in Tucson. As people rely more on their phones, many can't put it down to drive. The Tucson City Council voted unanimously to pass a law against drivers texting while driving 2 weeks ago, but yesterday that law was revoked. Wildcast reporter Jackie Kent brings us the story on the initial vote.
Tucson is now the second Arizona city to ban texting while driving. The law was passed with a unanimous vote among Tucson council members and the mayor. If a driver is caught texting, emailing, or instant messaging while driving, he or she will face a $100 fine. The fine increases to $250 if an accident occurs.
It's a huge issue, especially with young drivers. Constantly being on their phones, not paying attention to the road, trying to see who just texted them or what's the new 411. So I think it's a huge issue, and that's probably why it got implemented, just to be safe.
Now keep in mind, this ban still allows drivers to talk on the phone. Law enforcement, public safety officials, and emergency personnel are exempt from this ordinance if they are using their device as part of their official duties. This is the ordinance for the texting while driving ban. It's based off the one that was passed in Phoenix back in 2007.
Being a teenager, I do like texting, and I do text while driving sometimes, normally at a stop sign, but some kids don't want to wait until their car is completely stopped or at a stop sign, so I think it's a good idea.
The texting while driving ban will take effect April 1st. From Midtown, I'm Jackie Kent, reporting for Wildcast.
Yesterday's vote to revoke the ban on texting while driving narrowly passed with a vote of 31 for and 28 against. The House felt the ban would limit personal liberties. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
No one watched it on Wednesday. No. Talk show on Wednesday, you ate tonight?
No.
You didn't? No.
Highland burritos are going off the menu? Yeah. Why am I going to school?
back, Wildcats. ASUA elections are coming up. Wildcast reporter Monique Padia tells us everything we can expect in this upcoming election.
It's that time of year again where ASUA elections are up and running and looking for new student leaders for the upcoming year.
So pretty much how the election process works is candidates who want, students who want to run for an elected position can come up to the ASUA office and pick up a candidate packet. The positions that are available are President, Executive Vice President, Administrative Vice President, and Senate.
Recently, a Senate forum took place where each student presented their own personal platform and were asked a series of questions. I had the opportunity to speak with Katie Murray, who recently placed first place as ASUA president for primary elections.
I'm very excited about moving on to generals next week. I was shocked but extremely honored and grateful to come in first place, and I think it's going to be an exciting next few days.
Primary election results can be seen online at ASUA.arizona.edu. And don't forget to send your votes in for the general election ending this week. Reporting for Wildcast, I'm Monique Padia.
General elections are today and tomorrow, so go out and vote for the next candidates who will represent our school.
Professional soccer has called Tucson home for the past week and a half. Thierry Henry and David Beckham were just two of the popular soccer stars who played in the Desert Diamond Cup. Wildcast reporter Alex Tischauer checked out the games and has footage only you can see on Wildcast.
Already seen on Arizona's campus, FC Tucson held the second annual Desert Diamond Cup at Keno Sports Complex in South Tucson. The exhibition included Real Salt Lake, New England Revolution, New York Red Bulls, and the Los Angeles Galaxy. The preseason tournament featured international stars such as former English Premier League players Thierry Henry and David Beckham. Thursday night's games had both Henry and Beckham face off head-to-head following the Salt Lake Revolution match. The Revolution, who won their first two matches by a total of 3 goals, scored in the 8th minute when Diego Fagundes got a pass from Zach Shalowski and buried a goal over the keeper. But Real Salt Lake answered immediately. After a corner kick attempt was knocked out of the box, forward Nico Muniz fired a bending strike to the top corner to tie the match 1-1. Thursday's games opened its doors to over 6,000 soccer fans who not only could watch the games but enjoy nearby entertainment. Adrian Valenzuela, a youth soccer player, seems to enjoy the tournament and being able to learn a new few things himself.
I played for TSA, it's a Tucson Soccer Academy. It's my first year playing for this team. It's good to watch it because you get to learn different moves and know how to play and stuff.
Although a New York Red Bulls fan, Valenzuela was eager to see superstar Beckham with his own eyes.
Beckham, he's a good player. He moves the ball around a lot. He knows how to play. He knows how to place the ball.
The Revolution closed things up, winning 2-1 and advancing to the finals. Suiting up under the lights were the New York Red Bulls and the LA Galaxy, minus Landon Donovan due to the flu. A closely contested battle in the first half, the Red Bulls were able to head into halftime with a 1-0 lead. After going down 2-0, the Galaxy were able to salvage a goal in the final minutes. Fortunately for them, that goal got them to the finals where they would face off against the New England Revolution. The two teams did face off Saturday where the Galaxy came out on top 4-2 on penalty kicks. For UATV, I'm Alex Tischauer.
The LA Galaxy beat out the New England Revolution on Saturday, winning 4-2.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight. You can watch us anytime online at watv.arizona.edu. I'm Marlena Hamilton.
And I'm Lexi Suter. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you back here next week for another edition of Wildcast.